Tom Green is performing tonight and tomorrow at Comedy at the Carlson. But first, he's, of course, with us here on Good Day Rochester. And I have to tell you, last time you were here, I was so mad because I was out. And I don't know if this makes you feel weird, but I grew up watching you. But I had to hide it from my mom. She wouldn't let me watch you.
It was a crazy show.
So I would hide it.
Yeah. It was like you have to hide it like on the VHS tapes under the pillow. No, it was a weird show. It was a crazy show, the Tom Green Show on MTV. But it was on MTV.
Yeah.
So kids watch MTV. Yes. So that was fine. It was okay.
Yeah.
Mom was right probably though to not let you watch.
No, my bedroom was at the back of the hallway, so I could hear it coming down. So I'd change the channel real quick.
I used to have to sneak shows when I was a kid. Just staying up late to watch Letterman was always very exciting for me back in the 80s. And I think that's kind of what makes TV exciting when you're something that's sort of so strange that your parents don't like it. That's kind of like what my show was like this weekend here in Rochester. It's so strange your parents won't like it.
But I saw you last time you were here. You're hysterical.
Yeah, thank you.
How fun is it for you to perform in front of the crowd and get that interaction from folks?
I love it. I love doing stand-up. I started doing stand-up 30 years ago when I was 16 years old in Ottawa, where I'm from, and which is not far from here.
4-hour drive?
4-hour drive. I drove here yesterday from Ottawa, but we can talk about that in a minute.
Okay, we can, yeah.
Because we got like an hour here, right?
Whatever you want, I say it's fine.
It's like an in-depth thing. So it's pretty cool. I've been touring the world the last 10 years. I just did shows this year in Israel for the first time. I was all through the UK and everywhere. I've been in every state in America.
Nice.
I love the United States of America. I've toured all over the US and Canada. And it's a blast. I love the audiences. I love the energy of the crowds, and we're having fun.
What's your favorite state you've been?
New York.
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the Comedy at the Carlson, that's a great place to do. I remember last time when you were here, folks were you interact with people when you're on stage.
Yeah.
Is that something?
Yeah, I do a lot of improv. I mean, on my show on MTV, I did a lot of stuff on the street where I'd go around with a handheld microphone, and I'd interview people with a handheld microphone like this. Like that. So yeah, I like to improv, and when you're doing stand-up every night, you like to find spontaneity and way to make it interesting for yourself. So I like to do a lot of improv.
Yeah. So you got into town last night. The shows are tonight. What can folks expect if they've never seen you in person?
Just come on down, be ready to have a good time. I'll be talking about such a lot of different varieties of things. I've been trying to notice the difference between Canadians and Americans. Is something I'm trying.
What's the difference?
I'm just trying to figure that out right now. I think one of the biggest differences, Canadians, we know way more about America than America knows about Canada. And we're right beside each other. I think it's just because we grew up watching so much American television and movies and things like that. So, I can name all the presidents, right?
Yeah.
Can you name all the Canadian prime ministers? Yeah, I can name all the presidents of the United States, every single one.
Wow.
Yeah, you want to see?
Should we roll through that?
Want to test me? Yeah.
Can I say a random number and you would know it?
No.
Okay.
No. I have to go in order.
Okay. Do you go backwards or do you go from number
you can try. Say a random number. I'll try.
Okay. Well, I have to say one that I know. So how about 16?
That's Abraham Lincoln.
Yes.
There you go. Abraham Lincoln. Okay. So George Washington.
Yes.
John Adams. Thomas Jefferson. James Madison. James Monroe. You can follow along at home on Google. Okay.
I think I know this next one.
John Quincy Adams. Andrew Jackson. Martin Van Buren.
Guys, this is exactly what he'll be doing tonight at Comedy at the Carlson. He'll be running
John Tyler. James K. Polk.
He keeps going.
Zachary Taylor.
This is really impressive.
Millard Fillmore. Franklin Pierce. James Buchanan. Abraham Lincoln. Andrew Johnson. Ulysses S. Grant. Rutherford B. Hayes.
Do you want to keep going? Now it's like a personal challenge, I feel.
It's not William McKinley. It's James Garfield, who was assassinated. Poor rest in peace.
You know a ton.
James Garfield. Then you would have Chester A. Arthur, Grover Cleveland, Benjamin Harrison, Grover Cleveland, and William McKinley, Theodore Roosevelt, William Howard Taft, Woodrow Wilson, Warren G. Harding, and Calvin Coolidge.
Do you want to name them all?
Herbert Hoover. I'm almost done. Herbert Hoover. Herbert Hoover. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Dwight D. Eisenhower. John F. Kennedy. Lyndon Johnson. Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, George H.W. Bush, William Jefferson Clinton, Bill Clinton, George Bush, Barack Obama, and Hillary Clinton. There you go. The presidents of the United States.
That was very impressive. That was amazing.
Thank you. But it's interesting. Thank you very much. Yeah. But I've been trying to think of a lot of the differences and similarities between Canada and the U.S. It was fun driving here from Ottawa yesterday because I grew up in Ottawa, and I realized, like, you know, when I was a kid, I didn't just drive down to New York State. It's right there, you know, and I would say people here in Rochester, drive up to Ottawa. I know you've probably all been to Niagara Falls, but that's sort of not typical Canada. That's kind of the Las Vegas of Canada, you know. You know, you come up to Ottawa, you know, the nation's capital, and have a look around. We've got the beautiful Parliament buildings up there. I'm here in Rochester as a tour guide. Yeah,
I was just gonna say, you're like visit
a tour
Ottawa.
promoter for the city of Ottawa. Come up for our Canada Day celebrations, you know.
When is that?
That's July 1st. You got a year to wait.
But, a year to wait, yes. Yeah.
It's a huge celebration.
Lots of planning we can get done.
Yeah, but it was nice driving through New York yesterday. You know, it really does feel, you know, like it's a beautiful, beautiful state. Driving through the farms, there was a lot of Amish. I believe they were Amish up there in the northern state. Lots of horse and buggies, you know, which is cool because up in Canada we haven't got cars yet. We still just ride horse and buggies.
They're just putting up this is Rochester, so we're gonna. This means we have to go to break, but we're gonna have more with Tom Green and see what other American trivia he knows.
Thank you. Yeah,
let's go places. People's Court today at 5 on Fox Rochester.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I miss Terry Truman.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's okay.
Yeah, somebody reminded me here I miss Truman.
But he knew them all. Again.
I know Truman is after Franklin Delano. Anyways, we don't want to talk.
Yeah. Hey, Tom Green is in town at Comedy The Carlson tonight and tomorrow. But you have a Vegas residency going on right now, too.
I do. I've got a Vegas residency. It's a lot of fun, but you don't have to come see me in Vegas. I'm here. I've been doing shows there for the last, you know, year or so, full time, and it's pretty good, like every month. And yeah, no, it's cool. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. I'm excited. And Friday and Saturday night, 4 shows here in Rochester.
Yes.
And let me talk a little bit about another president, too, my old boss.
Oh, I think he fired you,
Yeah, my old boss, the president of the United States, Donald Trump, fired me because I went out drinking with Dennis Rodman on the night I was the project manager on season 2.
Well, when you're with Dennis Rodman, how could you not enjoy yourself, right?
Exactly, exactly. I know the president.
Not many people can say that, right?
The president knows me. Anyone who knows me should probably not be president. But no, I wish my old boss all the best, actually, because you know, if he succeeds, America succeeds. We want him to do good, right?
Yes.
We want him to do a good job.
Yes, we do. Yeah. So folks can check you out tonight. What else you got going on? You're a busy guy.
You know, I'm just doing a lot of touring. I'm having a nice time here in the summer, visiting family up in Ottawa, and I've got a couple of TV shows that are in development that are going to be coming out next year. So I have a show on Travel Channel. Watch the Travel Channel. I have a show that's coming out soon on there, and a couple other shows that I can't talk about yet, but there's some new TV coming, so stay tuned, folks. There'll be some new Tom Green shows coming to television soon.
10-year-old Ashley's so excited.
Yeah.
Hey, weather, traffic, and local headlines coming up next. Check him out tonight and tomorrow. Comedy at the Carlson, you guys.
Thank you. The Prime Ministers are Sir John A.